When it comes to luxurious mansions, our imagination is often limited to the homes of millionaires such as Rihanna, George Clooney, and others. The most expensive mansion in the world, technically, is Buckingham Palace, which is worth an estimated $2.9 billion and is owned by Queen Elizabeth II. Welcome to Planet Lux, and in this video we'll take a look inside Buckingham Palace, the world's most expensive mansion. The world has watched Queen Elizabeth II and the royal family from the front pages of newspapers and magazines, waving to them from Buckingham Palace's famous balcony. Fans are captivated by the history alone, which inspires mystery and awe. The Queen and her family have had an official London residence since 1837. Queen Elizabeth II ascended to the throne in 1953. The staterooms in the palace are open to the public for tours during the summer, and more than 50,000 people visit as guests to state banquets, lunches, dinners, receptions, and garden parties, according to Royal. But much of the Queen's house is off-limits. A source recently compared Buckingham Palace to the White House, claiming that the palace is 15 times larger than the White House. At an estimated 1.5 billion euros, the most expensive home in Europe includes 775 rooms. 19 staterooms, 52 royal and guest bedrooms, 188 staff bedrooms, 92 offices, and 78 bathrooms. Some rooms are specifically designed for the Queen's comfort and safety. Visitors could, for example, find a post office, a chapel, a doctor's office, and a cinema. According to reports, the Queen's $1,500 corgis have their own room. Many of the 775 rooms, however, have specific and unique purposes, as well as historical significance and decor. Let's take a look inside the ultra-luxurious interior of one of the world's most famous residences. East Facade, facing the Mall. Buckingham Palace was originally built in 1703 as Buckingham House. In 1761, King George III purchased the house for his wife, Charlotte. In 1826, the home was expanded by extending the length of the house. By 1847, the east facade, along with two connecting wings, had been added to enclose what is known as the quadrangle and become the palace we see today. Center balcony room. Buckingham Palace is most often seen from the east facade, as the royal family appears on special occasions on the balcony off the center room. The center room, located behind the royal family, is also known as the Chinese lunchroom due to its Chinese Regency furnishings. The majority of the pieces came from Brighton's Royal Pavilion, and while this room and the adjacent yellow drawing room are being renovated, 150 pieces will be returned to Brighton. Yellow dining room. The wallpaper in the yellow dining room is over 200 years old and came from the Royal Pavilion, a seaside palace in Brighton, England. It took a month to carefully remove everything so that it could be preserved during the room's renovation in 2020. Ambassador's Court and Grand Entrance. Ambassador's Court, which connects the original palace to the east facade, is where dignitaries and ambassadors arrive to enter Buckingham Palace. The Grand Entrance is located within the inner courtyard's quadrangle. The Queen exits and enters the palace from here, and guests arrive for special events in the Grand Hall. The Grand Staircase. The magnificent red carpet-lined staircase added by Queen Victoria in 1898 is the first thing visitors see when entering the palace. Visitors can view history as they make their way toward the staterooms, thanks to portraits of the royal family that line the walls. The Yellow Drawing Room. Buckingham Palace recently spent £360 million renovating this room. Prior to the renovations, the royal family Instagram account shared a short video showcasing the original wallpaper chosen by King George. The wallpaper was removed in order to preserve it. By the way, if you're watching us for the first time, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can enjoy our future videos while getting updated. Getting back to the topic, let's see the Regency Room. Fans have undoubtedly seen this green and gold room, which features tassel-trimmed sofas, a desk, and a traditional fireplace. The famous room is frequently used to photograph the Queen and film the annual Christmas broadcast. The 1844 Room. This room, named after Tsar Nicholas I, who visited in 1844, is frequently used to receive guests for state duties. His portrait used to hang on the walls of the room, but it has since been removed. The Queen has a buzzer that she can use to signal that she is ready to accept a guest, and many meetings include photographers to capture the moment. The 1820 neoclassical desk against one wall and the blue and gold chairs on either side stand out among the marble columns and gold mirrors. The Music Room. The Music Room houses a $175,000 grand piano, as one might expect. However, the room has more meaning because it has hosted special family events such as the christening of Prince Charles, Prince Anne, Prince Andrew, and Prince William. The White Drawing Room. Another room frequently used to entertain guests and the setting for some of the royal family's official photos, with its gold furniture, two $1,000 chandeliers, and expensive artwork, could intimidate anyone. According to Hello, before welcoming guests, the Queen enters the room through a hidden door disguised as a mirror and cabinet. West Wing. The state apartments and rooms included on the official Buckingham Palace tour are located in the West Wing, which overlooks the palace's gardens. The keeper of the Privy Purse, the royal family's financial manager, uses many of the ground floor rooms as offices. Ballroom. If you didn't descend the staircase, you'd end up in the Ballroom. This room serves as an entrance to the gardens and many of Her Majesty's garden parties during the summer. It also serves as a venue for lunches for visiting heads of state. Ballroom. The ballroom not only hosts the Queen's diplomatic receptions and state banquets, but it is also where Prince William and Catherine Middleton held their wedding reception. A throne for the Queen and Prince Philip is located at one end of the ballroom. At the opposite end is an organ that was commissioned by George IV for use in the Royal Pavilion's music room. The ballroom is 120 feet long, 59 feet wide, and 44 feet tall. A horseshoe table shape is arranged for banquets. For a dinner of only 170 people, place settings include 6 drinking glasses per guest, and over 2,000 pieces of silverware are used. Atop the china is a booklet with the menu, guest list, seating plan, and music that will be played during the event. A ribbon that decorates the booklet features the colors of the visiting country. Throne Room. When the Queen is called upon to fulfill her monarch duties, she sits on her throne and greets the court. When the ballroom is deemed too large for courtly gatherings, the room is used as a smaller dance room. Because the risers for the throne help organize family members for photo shoots, family portraits are frequently taken in the throne room. Furthermore, the velvet curtain screams royal backdrop. Green Drawing Room. Queen Victoria and Prince Albert, who loved to collect watercolors and Sevres porcelain, are responsible for the green color of this drawing room. This is an antechamber to the throne room and the Queen and her guard's ceremonial route. Outside. A visit to Buckingham Palace would be incomplete without witnessing the changing of the guard, a tradition that began in 1911. The Queen also hosts over 30,000 visitors to her summer garden parties in the palace's back garden. On more than 39 acres, the gardens include 350 different types of wildflowers, 200 trees, and a 3-acre lake. Another top-secret feature of the palace is a network of tunnels beneath the grounds. One allegedly leads to the House of Commons. The Queen has some incredible collections, with an estimated net worth of £350 million. Her 1953 coronation gown and 1947 wedding gown, both valued at £1 million, could be found in her wardrobe. Visitors to the recently renovated Clarence House can view 20,000 works of 20th century art worth an estimated £10 billion. The Queen also possesses a stamp collection worth £100 million. The royal family currently owns 26 homes in London and around the world, according to sources. And with that being said, it's time to end our video. Would you like to visit Buckingham Palace? Let us know in the comments. Like this video and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos like this. We'll see you in the next video.